Rob Thomas is, in my opinion at least, one of my all-time favorite music artists, and even his band Matchbox 20 is my all-time favorite band. But did you know that before Matchbox 20, Rob Thomas had a completely different band? The band was called Tabitha's Secret, and it was born in Orlando, Florida, way back in March of 1990. The lineup contained three names that would become Matchbox 20 staples: Rob Thomas on lead vocals, Brian Yell on bass, and Paul on drums and percussion. The sound was a little different from the polished radio rock of their future band. It was often described as alternative or jam rock. They quickly built a following around Florida and started creating what would become their signature songs. Their catalog included songs like And Around, Dear Joan, Unkind, and Paint Me Blue. But their two biggest songs were the epic Forever December and a little track called 3 a.m. Yeah, one of Matchbox 20's biggest songs ever came from Tabitha's Secret. I'm as shocked as you were when I found out about that. By 1995, Tabitha's Secret was finally getting the attention they deserved, securing management and performing showcases for major labels like Atlantic and Hollywood Records. A record deal for the whole band seemed very possible. But this is where things would take a sharp turn. Songwriter and producer Matt Serletic, who was working with Atlantic Records, approached Rob, Brian, and Paul privately. Matt was only interested in those three and convinced them to sign with his new production company, Melzima. They were told the deal offers were only for Rob Thomas, effectively cutting out the other two founding guitarists, Jay Stanley and John Leslie Goff. With Stanley and Goff out, Rob, Brian, and Paul recruited two new guitarists, Adam Gaynor and Kyle Cook, and almost immediately, Matchbox 20 was formed. Their debut album, Yourself or Someone Like You, was released in 1996 and was a massive success, featuring a re-recorded version of that crucial song, 3 a.m. Unsurprisingly, the original band split led to legal trouble. Stanley and Goff sued Thomas and Serletic, alleging breach of contract and that they were unfairly pushed out of the deal. The lawsuit lasted 4.5 years before being settled out of court in 1999. Despite the drama, Tabitha's Secret's legacy is secure, with CDs released of all the songs they recorded, and they were the proving ground for one of the biggest rock bands of the late 90s and early 2000s. And they show that even your favorite artist's biggest hit might have started life in a completely different band.